frankly, I mean, Zerg on 4 base is just deadly when you're struggling to pick up your third gas. Um, so right now we're gonna see what happens here. We've got another big speed lot attack, and this time, nope, still not +1, but there's a lot of speed lots. I do think Jaedong is going to get to Hive pretty soon, though, and he's going to have a tremendous, supply of gas reserves, and he's just going to pump out so many ultras. Man, Jaedong doing just a brilliant job there with his Scourge. I really feel bad for Mubi. He shouldn't be losing this many. I mean, if he was playing against any other Zerg player, he wouldn't have lost that many Corsairs. He doesn't have bad micro. It's just Jaedong has ungodly micro, and he's managed to pick off, like, every single Corsair once again, except for one. So, alright, there is the Hive from Jaedong. Jaedong is going to be able to get that tech up with tremendous sources of gas left, and I don't know if Movie can win this at this point, even though Movie, I mean, I'm calling it very early, but Movie right now has a large army. He still has a lot of speed lots, but Jaedong should be prepared now to fight off any number of speed lots, and he should be able to just micro himself against the Archons like he's been doing, because there's no anti-air other than them. The Corsairs are all dead, but there is a lot of speed lots. Jaedong, once again, still has to make sure he can kill off all these speed lots. Wow, this is like Defense City here. It's like a Defense UMS here for Jaedong, facing masses of Zealots here, but his defenses are so well constructed. As you can see, this door is constructed very well. These Zealots are trying to pick off the door. They are getting a lot of drones. That's critical, but at the same time, they're getting whittled down quite quickly. There's only one Archon left, yet Jaedong actually, oh man, he doesn't have a lot of Mutalisks left either. He's actually producing Scourge, which are not useful, but it looks like there's not that many units of any sort left. More speed lots coming down, but there's no anti-air except for one Corsair, so these Mutalisks will eventually take care of the speed lots, yet the speed lots continue pouring in here. But Jaedong, I gotta think that's an Ultralisk Cavern right there that you spot. Jaedong suffering economic damage as we speak, though. There is the Ultralisk Cavern. Jaedong's probably going to just, select U here, control, click U, and select himself maybe a dozen freaking Ultralisks from his larva, and that will be brutal, absolutely brutal for this army that he's facing, because right now, just +1 attack, no other upgrades yet for Movie, and Movie, this has been a thriller for him, but I gotta think it's gonna end up being a tragedy. He's not gonna like the ending to this movie, which is gonna have lots of Ultralisks involved. It's gonna be like Jurassic Park, except the dinosaurs win. That's going to be the name of this movie. Jurassic Park, Jaedong's Revenge. And in the end, these massive dinosaurs kill off the hero humans, or the hero zealots, whatever you want to call them. And Jaedong right now, I can only imagine he's going to have a lot of ultras coming out. Although it looks like he's still building Mutalisks. He needs to start mining again on his natural. Uh-oh, there's a lot of cracklings and mutas, though. There's the maneuverability that Jaedong has, and this base will go down instantly. I mean, a good question is, does Movie even have Sonic Storm yet? I mean, if he doesn't have Sonic Storm, he's dead. I mean, he doesn't have anything. He just has Archons. He has 2 bases. He can't possibly, 2 gases rather. He has 3 bases, I guess, but he can't possibly try to go toe-to-toe against a 4-base Zerg, a 4-gas Zerg, with speed lots and Archons. He needs a force multiplier. He doesn't have Reavers. He doesn't have High Templar, and I gotta think that's gonna be very hard for him to take care of all these lings. I mean, all these cracklings and Mutalisks, and soon to be many Ultralisks. Jaedong continue to harass these Zealots. These Zealots have no recourse but to fly to the to run to the temporary defenses of those Corsairs. Defiler out also for Jaedong. Darkstorm is not going to be that great for him, but certainly some Plague would be. Although I guess Darkstorming Cannon still is quite useful. But speed lots obviously deal the same amount of damage. Jaedong right now, you can see his first-person view. He's concentrating on doing damage, and he's doing so much damage. He's whittling down these forces even before they have a chance to go anywhere. And I'm a little surprised that Movie is leaving there kind of at the 3 o'clock, and they're not doing much. He needs to put them near his cannons if they're just gonna, chill out. They shouldn't chill out there. All right, there's Jaedong's first-person view. Continue his ridiculous micro. He's got an Overlord there to spot the DTs. Looks like 2 Archons finally come around. The screen is dark for some reason. And by Movie's screen, yeah, I mean, by Movie feeling maybe kind of the lights turning out for him. Literally speaking. Oh man, Jaedong catching an Archon before it even morphs. Ouch. And Jaedong at 2-2 against just +1 attack. So at this point, I gotta call this for Jaedong. Jaedong going in here for the mineral only. If this goes down, it's absolutely over. Jaedong just doing devastating amounts of damage. And in fact, Movie realizes that he needs to go for this last-ditch attack here. Jaedong's mutas are away, but Jaedong has a ridiculous number here of Ultralisks. I think if Jaedong just uses them to defend instead of attacking, he should be fine. Jaedong's going to get a Plague off very soon, though. Oh no, it's a Dark Swarm. Never mind. So he's just going to get this to make sure the Archons don't deal a lot of damage. And that also helps. Jaedong's going to pick off this expansion. He's not going to be tempted to bring back those mutas like Movie perhaps was hoping he would. Movie just unable to do it this game with his persistence of this build. He still is fighting though like a hero, like his teammate by hero. And it's not going to work though. This Movie turns out to be a tragedy in the end. It's going to be the revenge of the dinosaurs here. The Ultralisks not even dying in any significant number. I think only maybe 4 died there, and the entire army has been wiped out. Jaedong, with his Mutalisks, has pretty much killed that base. It's going to stay alive briefly, but I can only imagine a lot of ground forces are going to come in and take it out. I really do think that this build, much like what Jaedong kind of did last game, is a build where Jaedong, and only Jaedong, can pull it off. Really, I mean, this is a Jaedong build. It's not even a Zerg build. Jaedong in this game came so close to dying even. I mean, he didn't build any Hydralisks. He went this, okay? He went Scourge into Sunken Colonies. GG coming from Movie. Wow, great game. Jaedong went Scourge into Sunkens into Ultras. I mean, or into Mutas and Ultras, rather. I mean, that is a ridiculous build that no one else was ever going to be able to pull off. Scourge, Sunken, Muta against Speedlot, Corsair, Archon. I mean, Jaedong does things that players can't do. So with a Jaedong build, Jaedong manages to clinch this group for himself. And all my props also go to the 2 losers of this group, who both are obviously incredibly talented. And Movie, this game played his heart out, I feel, and he certainly deserves credit for beating Jaedong in the first game and possibly even inventing a build by himself. But regardless, Jaedong advances. Movie is eliminated along with Lita in this group of 32, of the round 32. I will be doing a couple more casts, including possibly the entirety of Firebet Hero, 4GG, and Much's group. I forget the 4th person, but that group, the first half has not been cast yet, so I will be doing that perhaps fairly soon, and the second half will be played in just a few days. So certainly looking forward to the results from there. But for now, I'm going to sign off. Thank you guys for watching. Please do feel free to leave me comments, emails at CholeraSC at hotmail.com. With that, yeah, GG's. Thanks for watching.